I hope you all saw that. Your boy Donald J. Trump just chose the female character for this playthrough. And now is the time to welcome everyone to our newest series of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Of course, I'm the one who's going to be playing it, so remember to like the video and subscribe and join our channel as a member if you want early access to our videos.
Yeah, we'll be making our way through the ancient Sinnoh region known before as Hisui. A beautiful name for a beautiful region for a beautiful game. We hope you all enjoy this one, and please start leaving comments below now on what team members you'd like us to use and names for them as well.
Jizzy Joe Biden is here in the first episode as well, guys. You know that means total chaos and abuse of Donald, because the fool fucking deserves it. Anyway, Arceus is here looking awesome and godly, and people seriously think that stupid Ultra Necrozma goon is stronger than this G? Absolutely not.
And of course, I'm back as well for this new series, although I won't be playing it for the time being. I want you all to go check out the full movie of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, though, which we uploaded a while ago. That was my first time playing Pokemon, and you will all want to see the amazing team we used for that game.
This game is more important now, though, George. And right off the bat, the starters are staring us in the face. Of course, we have already chosen the one we'll be going with, but we won't reveal which one that is yet. Going forward, though, you guys feel free to choose the teams, and we may even switch them out now and then, too.
Hey, I gotta say, Dawn do be looking sound as hell right now, boys. Also, this game is the first one in the series to be fully open world. I guess Sword and Shield kind of fit that narrative, but this one plays like Zelda does. In fact, they look pretty much the same, but still this game will be super fun to play and watch.
Yeah, and I take it that this guy who woke us up is the professor of this game. Maybe he's somehow related to Professor Rowan or some other guy from the modern era games. Either way, he looks like a gnome who's much taller.
The starters in these games are definitely one of the best ones out there too, aren't they, guys? The ones in Legend Z are still getting a lot of heat since two of them are from Johto. Of course, you can expect us to play that game when it comes out, and we'll be choosing Chikorita.
What I want to know is why Donald decided to name our character Dawn. I get she's from the anime, but other than that, you could have chosen something more original, you know, bro. This name is kind of lame and boring, to be honest.
Look who's talking with a name like yours, George. I named her Dawn, though, because she's my favorite character from the anime, and she's a solid 10 as well. Plus, her name and mine both begin with D, and I'm the most important person in this series, and basically on this channel as well, so yeah, that's why, George.
Instead of going on about how great you are, how about we get a move on and help the professor catch those Pokemon which keep running away from him? He's not exactly the best professor, is he, if he can't even control these babies? This is basically the tutorial of this game, though, so pay attention, Donald, as we may have new people watching us.
Well, that doesn't matter, does it? This isn't a walkthrough of the game, Barry. This is me going through the Hisui region and showing off how great I am as a Pokemon trainer. Of course, everyone knows I'm the best anyway, but just to be sure, this series will prove it once and for all.
The graphics in this game remind me of like some watercolor artwork or something. It may not be the best, but it sure has its own unique style of sorts, which makes it feel very magical and mystical, which I think is the point of everything. I can't explain it very well, but I'm sure someone knows what I mean.
Hey, the professor is finally giving us the rundown on the starter Pokemon now, Donald. So pay attention. These guys aren't even supposed to be in Hisui, so I think someone may have brought them from the other regions. Although saying that, I wonder how far back in time Arceus took us as well.
We're definitely a few thousand years back, aren't we? That much has to be obvious since there's literally no buildings or anything else here that has been built yet. There's just lush forests and meadows everywhere, but that weird storm over Mount Coronet is sure very sus.
Well, conveniently for us, Pokeballs have just been invented in this time period, which means we can use them to catch Pokemons. Albeit they are very old-looking and use some sort of steam function to power themselves. Either way, they sure look cool, and you can buy yourself your very own legends. Arceus Pokeball from the Pokemon Center website.
That wasn't a sponsorship or plug for those wondering. I guess Barry just wants to share his newfound knowledge, which, to be honest, is pointless. But if you like collecting things, then go ahead and buy yourself one. The one I have been wanting to purchase for a long time is the luxury ball, but it's the most expensive one.
Wow, Donald, you just caught the first Pokemon in this game. That was pretty cool. And the fact that you can sneak up on them and I guess even hide in the tall grass makes this even more immersive. Now we just need this sort of thing in virtual reality, and then we'll be golden, won't we, boys?
Virtual reality Pokemon would sure be cool, George, but I don't think we're there yet for that. There is that Minecraft version of this, though, which is a free open-world map pack thing, where we can go around and catch Pokemon. I am surprised Nintendo hasn't sued whoever came up with that project, though, since they're very legistous.
This little Cyndaquil sure was giving you a small run around, Donald. I think this one should be our partner in crime to conquer the Hisui region. He has the most character, and all Rowlet will do is spend half its life asleep. Kind of like my other personality, but thankfully that moron isn't here today, isn't here.
Yeah, that was going to be my choice anyway, because everyone knows fire is always the best and the strongest. There was a reason the Fire Nation was the superior nation in the Avatar universe, and not the peasant Earth or Water nations, for example. Fire is the goat of all types unless Dragon is brought into the picture.
In this case, fire is definitely the best. Although you can't go wrong with the other two choices either. Saying that Typhlosion is stoned in this game, which makes him extra funny to use, and we can make plenty of jokes about us boys blazing.
Oh my God, we have more constant talking to deal with in this game as well, guys. The professor isn't really saying much, so how about we cut to the next important act of this story, which if it was my choice would be taking on Arceus right now.
Right, and here we are in Jubilife Village. I was about to say city, but we're far away from those bustling skyscrapers in this game. Jubilife City is probably my all-time favorite city in the games as well. So seeing it like this really shows how far life has advanced, don't you guys think? I mean, the surrounding area will eventually become all the routes we know and love in Sinnoh, but right now they're just plain fields.
And for those wondering, the Hisui and Sinnoh regions are meant to represent the Hokkaido region, which is the northern area of Japan, and the largest part of it too, if I got my geography right. It's very cold up there, which is like this place. Plus, the architecture here is very Japanese-like and old-looking too.
This place is nice, but I definitely prefer the modern-looking Jubilife City. This place would probably get boring real fast as there's not much to do around here. Plus, the surrounding areas are really dangerous when it comes to wild Pokemon. You probably can't venture out on your own easily like you could in modern Sinnoh.
We're definitely 1,000 years or so in the past. Jizzy Joe, so you can't exactly complain too much. Either way, all the people are nice, and the professor has dressed very modern, like if you look at his clothing. Other than his hat, which I have no about what's going on with that. He definitely needs to change that shit.
And great, we're already getting introduced to the second creepy old man in the game, not even 10 minutes in. Like that professor was all alone with us on the beach, so yeah, maybe I should stop talking about this actually, LMAO.
And would you look who it is? Our boy Lucas, or whatever his name is supposed to be in this game? In the modern games, I'm pretty sure it's Lucas anyway, but of course, since we chose the female character, the male one is our rival of sorts now.
I love how the outfits are basically the same in this period of time and in the modern games as well. It's like they evolved a lot of things except their fashion sense. They even look more like ninjas than anything else, actually. And this whole village could be like some secret ninja village.
The ninja vibes are sure strong here, that's for sure. And this lady who has just rocked up is actually Cyrus's great ancestor or something along those lines. What's interesting is Team Galactic has actually existed long before all other teams, if you think about it, since the Galaxy team is what then evolved into Team Galactic.
Yeah, but somewhere along the way, they became evil. Probably not in this granny's life. But the funny thing, or the paradox of this game, is that Cynthia's ancestor is the villain in this game, when she's, of course, the beautiful and gorgeous champion of the Sinnoh region in the future.
Okay, all that chatting was super annoying. But this here appears to be our room, and just like that, we fall out the sky and get a free house. I mean, what if someone was living here or something, boys? We just took it over like that. But then again, I guess they could just build more, which is how cities grow and develop.
This is a proper Japanese-style room as well. We get to sleep on the floor on the comfiest looking futon I've ever seen. It looks extra fluffy, and we get our own kitchen and place to store our clothes as well, boys.
The general vibe of this game sure hits different to everything else we have played so far, but I am loving it a lot. I love the openness of the land and how pretty it looks. This is what worries about Legends ZA though, since in that game we're going to be stuck in a city 100% of the time.
Jizzy Joe, thanks to your yapping, I got distracted by that tree getting struck by lightning or whatever that was. It looked very sus, and I have to go and check it out immediately.
I bet it was Arceus launching a judgment attack onto that tree, Donald. He was probably getting annoyed by it since it was blotting out his view of the lands. I mean, that's what I think anyway. If I was God, then I would want a good view of my creation and not want a stupid tree blocking it.
That was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard come out your mouth, George. You're almost at Joe's level of stupidity, but hey, at least things are slowly moving along with the game now. We just spent our first night here in Hisui, and the only thing that's important is getting our damn starter Pokemon.
That's going to happen about now, it seems, too. Plus, this big building we're in front of seems to be the main headquarters of our missions in the game. I guess Cyrus found the blueprints of this building and styled his one in Veilstone City after this. But of course, his was way bigger since he was like a billionaire or something.
Hey, that's one thing Cyrus and I have in common. He is one rich dude, and so am I. Plus, he is a genius, and I am basically one as well. I mean, I bet he'd love to go into business with me, don't you think, boys?
Yeah, until you drop 300% tariffs on his sorry ass with no explanation to why, and then he'll send you to the distortion world, Donald. Although I probably shouldn't make any more jokes about that if we want the channel to stay up and running LMAO.
Yo, I bet this lady would be a good president, boys. As you all know, we're all very old now. I mean, Obama is the baby of the group, but this lady is probably similar in age to him, meaning she could run twice easily. Plus, she has a super strict demeanor about her, which is important. She won't take shit from anyone, especially Taco Man.
Taco Man is going to give you a big whopping if you're not careful. Even though you're Jizzy Joe and way cooler than him, he is still the acting president currently, dude. Also, Donald has been in Hisui for less than a day, and he's already cozied up to everyone already.
Both of you shut the hell up and check out the most important part of the game, which is about to start. The ultimate choosing of the Pokemon to carry us in this game. And of course, I would be choosing the fire type. You can never go wrong with fire unless it's like Tepig, maybe.
You're only abusing poor T-Pig because Embor is skinnier than your fat-ass Donald. Anyway, I agree with your point about fire. And I would like to remind everyone to smash the like and subscribe buttons so we all know how much you want to see part 2. This journey is sure going to be a wild one, boys.
And we got ourselves more Pokeballs as well. I love how they just enlist us to help them research Pokemon instead of worrying about our health or where we even came from and, you know, important shit like that.
Well, poor Rowlet and Oshawott is getting left behind to rot away in their balls. But according to the professor, they're cheering Cyndaquil on. By the way, guys, please remember to leave name and Pokemon team suggestions for us as well in this series. We want to see a variety of comments with awesome Pokemon teams listed for us to use.
Yeah, I am so excited for this series. We may take longer between episodes on this one, but we will try make them longer for you all. And of course, members will get early access to them as well.
That's right, so stay tuned for part 2, everyone. We hope you have a great week, and hit the bell icon as well so you know when part 2 is out.